Hello, my friends. I'm Harry and my subscribers know who I am. You are on the Sci-Fi film channel. Today is a review of the problematic film Spaceman directed by Johan Renck. On March 1st, the sci-fi drama film Spaceman starring Adam Sandler was released on Netflix. This is a film adaptation of the novel The Astronaut from Bohemia by Jaroslav Kalfar, published in 2017. In the review below, we look at how comedian Sandler handled the dramatic role this time and what shocks will await his character during a long space mission. And the main thing is whether they are worth the viewer's attention. Pros: Adam Sandler in a dramatic role is always interesting, although here there was a feeling that the actor had no room to develop to his fullest quite cute interaction between the main character and the spider high-quality technical component. Minuses: the creators offer a completely meditative narrative, but in return do not reward the viewer with intelligible content. Superficial truths are served with the sauce of almost revelation. The film is not able to evoke a sincere response from the audience. Carey Mulligan's party is criminally small, very weak satirical component, basically like almost everything in this film. Sleep-deprived Czech cosmonaut with large bags under his eyes, Jakub Prochazka has been on a solo space journey for 189 days. He has traveled 500 million kilometers to study the particles of the mysterious dust cloud called Chopra, which has been sparkling with a beautiful purple glow in the sky for 4 years, and is gradually getting closer to his goal. In addition to the fact that Jakub has trouble sleeping and the toilet on the ship is not working properly, the lone traveler is concerned that his wife Lenka has not been in touch for quite some time. But soon these troubles fade into the background when the hero is horrified to discover an uninvited guest, an arachnid creature endowed with intelligence and the gift of speech. However, Jakub shouldn't expect any showdowns in the style of Alien, because this alien, despite his slightly creepy appearance, turned out to be absolutely friendly. Moreover, he sincerely tries to help the astronaut rethink his values and finally understand what is most important to him in this life. After working on HBO's hugely successful Chernobyl, Swedish video director Johan Renck has taken on the film adaptation of the sci-fi novel The Bohemian Astronaut, which the Guardian columnist Tibor Fischer compared to Stanislaw Lem's Solaris. But no matter what complimentary epithets the book received from literary critics, its film adaptation turned out to be less controversial and inexpressive. Rankin, if you look at his modest filmography, the not-so-experienced screenwriter Colby try to pass off simple surface truths as revelations, unsuccessfully disguising their clumsy brainchild as intellectual fiction. The problem is that this completely boring and gloomy movie assumes a sincere response from the audience, but with such an apathetic narrative it is difficult to claim at least some emotions from the viewer. The behavior of the main character does not evoke sympathy, but outright disrespect, given his attitude towards his pregnant wife. Yes, this behavior to a certain extent is rooted in Jakub's childhood traumas, but they do not justify the extreme selfishness coupled with cowardice. The man is ready to travel almost to the edge of the solar system to escape responsibility. Neither Sandler's meaningful glances into the distance, nor his positions in the frame, which communicate the character's internal depression, nor small metaphors, such as Prochazka's constantly suspended state or his exercises on the simulator, which is essentially also an escape, but at the same time trampling on the place. All these hints do not make the hero more interesting or worthy of empathy. This is not the first time in recent years that Adam Sandler has deviated from the usual image of the frivolous, funny guy in the film's uncut gems or breaking into the NBA. Watching an actor's mournful face for 100 minutes is not much of a pleasure. Sandler's anemic performance was reminiscent of his character in The Empty City, and although it is due to Jakub's depressed state, it is not particularly admirable. This is not the first time in recent years that Adam Sandler has deviated from the usual image of the frivolous, funny guy in the film's uncut gems or breaking into the NBA. Watching an actor's mournful face for 100 minutes is not much of a pleasure. Sandler's anemic performance was reminiscent of his character in The Empty City, and although it is due to Jakub's depressed state, it is not particularly admirable. The psychoanalyst Spider with the voice of Paul Dano can hardly be called a full-fledged character, given how little information is given about him. The creature gives pseudo-philosophical interpretations of the slogan of the third Matrix, "Everything that has a beginning has an end." And his irritable address to the astronaut Thin Man could easily turn into some kind of meme. It's good that the authors were smart enough not to introduce Russian cosmonauts into the plot, which took place in the original novel. Spaceman is definitely not intended to provide entertainment for the viewer, but neither interesting food for the mind nor a sincere emotional outburst can be found here. Only the endlessly sad eyes of the artist Sandler in super close-up, looking warily at the unlikely passenger. The latter strives to be characterized by a line from a song by a famous performer, "A trained spider ate from my hands." conclusion, Spaceman tries to maneuver between decent form and noteworthy content. And this is not bad, but in the end, the film cannot fully realize itself as a high-quality dramatic story. I will end here. May the Force be with you. Bye-bye.